Welcome back to the Just Living podcast. I'm here with my buddy, Ethan Carroll.
Hello.
We're chilling today.
As usual.
We're just living today.
Shit.
It was
Almost knocked on my water.
a cold morning today.
Yeah, I woke up to go to work,
Mm-hmm.
and I almost considered grabbing a coat, but I didn't.
Yeah, if you were going to be outside a lot, yeah, I might have, for sure.
I know I wasn't outside, luckily.
That's nice.
But
traveling from my car to inside the building was like, this is lame. And then it got a little bit warmer. It got better, but not really that good. I hope they can hear that.
I was looking at it to see how loud the crunching is.
We're just doing a podcast where you feel like you're right next to us the whole time.
That's basically exactly what this is.
So so you feel like you're
You're part of the group, really.
Yeah, it's like 3D, basically. Like when you
we
go
need
watch
to optimize it for 3D.
yeah. We need to make this optimized for like a 7.1 sound system, 7.2 sound system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a different part of our voice is coming from all different directions.
Yeah, and it really feels immersive.
But we shouldn't like say anything about it. We should just do it and then let it
Let
go.
people figure it out.
And just like forget about it.
It's a good idea.
And then someone someday is just listening to it and they're like, "Holy fuck! I can hear
This is
them
magical.
7 different ways."
It's like that 8D audio,
Yeah.
or whatever that is.
Yeah, 8D audio, it works in headphones. It doesn't work on big audio equipment.
Doesn't?
No. I tried it. It was like,
That's
this
really
is
stupid,
lame.
actually.
Yeah, it's so lame. I guess it's because it has to be condensed. I don't really know. Like, I was trying to make sense of why that would be.
It only works on crappy headphone speakers.
No, it works on any headphones. Like the AirPods sounds cool as hell on there because it's moving around your head, it feels like. But this doesn't move around your head. The sound's always like, the only way they could do that is just cut a bunch of sound off of one
That's
speak.
true.
So like then it would just feel like choppy or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
without it being right in your ear.
Yeah. It would have to be, but they do it for movies like Dolby Atmos. That's where like the background, or I can turn it on, and when I watch YouTube or a movie or something, the voices come from the front, and if I had a center channel, they would come from the center channel, and then the sound, like when they're walking, the wind, everything else comes from here.
Interesting.
So it's really weird. It's a weird.
That is very strange.
Yeah.
But it won't do the 8D audio.
No.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. They should have a setting for it on a receiver or something. Just turn all music into HD audio.
Yeah.
Or not HD, sorry. 8D.
8D.
God damn it.
It's all very similar.
Yeah, same thing. Different day. You know the shindigs.
Precisely. It is actually a different day.
Yeah, and
since
by the
last
time they'll be seeing this, it'll be a different day.
A different day even then.
Is time even real?
No.
I'm pretty sure we're in a
determined that.
simulation.
I don't know if we're in a simulation or if reality just isn't real.
That's true. Or reality is
just a wild dream.
Yeah, it's just, that's true.
Some weird consciousness
Yeah,
that we all share.
Yeah, imagine, like, I heard a trip story where a dude, like, had different different worlds. His brain was full of different universes.
Oh, like Sassy the Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's... So,
Shout
like,
out Sassy
imagine, like,
Sasquatch.
just dying in one of your universes and then just being back in a different world.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
And then just, like, do it again.
I wonder if he forgot about the other world.
Right, that's
like,
the
when
weird
he
part.
woke
What if
up.
that's us? That's why, like, Landon's such a good mechanic.
Yeah.
Because some of his brain...
Yeah, he just floats from mechanic to mechanic.
Exactly.
Consciousness.
I mean, he's got the look.
He had the Dickies pants on and all that.
Yeah, he's
We
got
love
the
you, Landon.
mechanic look, dude. But for real, like, how is he so knowledgeable about mechanics at that age? Younger, when he was
very
younger
true.
too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's not
It had to be
natural.
It had to be gifted, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he was just hanging out with his dad literally 24/7 for 8 years. It was
Right.
like he picked up a shit load and just went with it.
Right.
It's weird. It's a
I
weird
saw
thing.
a video
Unexplainable.
on TikTok of a kid, and I mean like a kid like 1, maybe 2, and he was beating on his
I
cutting
saw
board
that.
with the pencils and whatnot.
Yeah, and he was just hitting the drums.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally 2 years old.
And he was doing it good.
Yeah,
well.
on time, in rhythm.
It was really good. Yeah, that's wild.
Some people are just born with it, man.
Yeah. There has to be more. That we only know science and math.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know any true things about how our brain works. You know what I mean?
Not really. No.
We are rooted in what we believe to be the way math works with our universe and the way science works with our universe. But we have no fucking clue how consciousness works. We have no clue how
why are we conscious?
Yeah, and how, what happens when you sleep? We have no idea. They're just what are dreams? Fuck, we don't know.
Imagination.
No one knows, dude.
It's all fake.
It's DMT releasing from your brain, and you're actually tripping balls every night.
I mean, I really wish.
Some dreams feel like it.
Just naturally making your own DMT, sweating it.
Sweating it. Ew.
That'd be
your blankets and shit are just
they're just coated in DMT.
Oh my gosh, you could sell it.
It's like Jimi Hendrix.
He was coated in DMT.
Yeah. LSD.
That's how he made his music. I mean,
I don't blame him.
A lot of musicians.
A lot of music came from that,
Yeah. I mean, the big shift in music came from that. The rock and roll was psychedelics pretty much. That's what launched it. Because it was mainly that real classy jazz and nice.
Jazzy rock.
And then it went, fuck yeah, let's go crazy. Yeah. And then they got really interesting, and then rock became this whole big thing. I've heard people say that rock is dead. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
Nah. They just don't listen to it.
You must have
enough.
A shitty life. That's all
I'm saying.
If you think rock is dead, what is he doing,
bro?
Dog?
He's tearing shit up.
Oh my god. I knew he was gonna do that.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Why are you doing that? He's biting my tape.
For a little context, Zach is just chasing our mascot Cove around as Cove is ransacking his room, throwing shit everywhere. Now he's running around.
No, he's not.
I mean, it happens.
I take it back. I'm sorry.
I don't even know where he went now.
He likes to.
He disappeared.
He went in the.
Nope,
there he is. Sometimes I won't hear him for an hour, and I look all around for him, and I whistle, and he literally just comes out of thin air. I think, he spawns in.
I mean, that makes sense.
He might be interdimensional.
He does seem like an otherworldly deity. Really,
his face is very interesting. To me,
Yeah.
Yeah. Cats are cool as fuck.
They really are.
The history behind cats is wild. Ancient Egypt, damn.
I mean, there has to be a reason that the Egyptians worship cats. There really does.
Yeah. Yeah, what culture ever worshipped dogs?
I really don't know.
Or wolves?
Yeah, I guess a lot of Indian tribes.
Wolves.
How
long have dogs? Who was first, dogs or cats?
I really don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess it depends on when domesticated dogs became a thing.
Let's ask AI.
There you go.
Let's go.
The
Let's use a little grok. I thought we should do an AI podcast.
What do you mean?
Just talk to it and let it talk back on a podcast. Anyway, bro, we're on a podcast, AI, and we were just conversating, as you do.
Casual.
And we came to the conversation about which was first, dogs or cats in the history of the human civilization.
All right, cool. Jumping into the podcast vibe. So, on the dog versus cat debate for which came first in human civilization, it's a fun one. Evidence points to dogs being domesticated earlier, likely between 20,000 to 40,000 years ago, when humans started hanging with wolves that eventually became our furry pals. Cats, on the other hand, showed up later, around 9,000 to 10,000 years ago, when humans started farming and storing grain, attracting rodents, and cats moved in to hunt them. So, dogs got the edge time-wise, but cats kinda just strolled in like they own the place. What's your take on this? You leaning dog or cat squad?
Interesting.
So
is that taking into account ancient Egyptian cats?
I
honestly don't know how long ago ancient Egypt was.
I don't know. I don't know history very well.
I'll have to Google it.
So Dogs were first.
Dogs were first, according to AI, which, I mean, not necessarily surprising.
But how did we inbreed dogs so much to get a fucking pug versus, I don't know if there's like any inbred cats that are fucked up, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I think ginger cats are a result of inbreeding.
Are they?
I could be wrong,
I don't know.
I feel like they are.
But I feel like you don't see like a fucked up thing that can't breathe. That
Yeah.
has to like fight to survive.
Yeah, like any
every day.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about cat breeds.
I don't either. I'm not into the cat breed world.
Yeah,
But
I
the
actually
human-
breed cats for a living.
That might be the most interesting thing that I would ever
Oh my
hear
goodness.
anyone say, you know? Like,
That would be
the
a
most
wild. Well, it's like Don Jangus and his fish trading, his exotic.
Yeah, right.
Fish
That's
trading.
not something you hear every day.
Certainly not.
Way to have him back on.
We really do.
Who do we got to get on here? We got to bring some guests on, some buddies.
We got to get Landon back on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know what he's up to.
Shit.
Was ancient Egypt.
What time was it? You know, did you see the new shit they're supposedly finding on the pyramids?
Oh yeah, that they're obelisks instead of.
And then there was like big spirals going all the way down into the earth. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I don't think it's real. It could be.
It has to be.
It could be.
I mean, if you saw it on the internet,
I saw it on the internet, so.
it has to be real.
But yeah, that looks kind of wild. So basically, they were saying it's like an energy. It's an energy device, and those big pillars are something to do with energy. Which I mean, that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Fuck, dude.
I mean,
You know,
back in the day, they were a lot more intertwined with the earth and its.
I feel as if
properties.
we've lost that.
Mhm.
Us as humans have lost that
Connection to earth.
Yeah, for sure. Because like when I love being outside more than anything else. Like out in nature,
Being
not
out in nature.
outside in a in a park. Like sure, that's nice. It's nice, but I
it's
want to
man-made
be in the
nature.
forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel so good. Like when we were down building those forts, that might have been the happiest I had been to manually do labor.
That was pretty fun, and
You know?
it was most definitely manual labor.
Like, and I just we would go and spend 6 hours on it. It was fucking just
Without a thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, we need to go back to doing that.
Yeah, we got to plan some fucking hiking trips.
I agree.
We got to go to some national parks. I need to get a
Shawnee.
backpack, and then we need to make sure we have a stove or a cooking thing,
Mm-hmm.
which I think that one's massive.
I've got a little thing.
Yeah.
That'll fit on like the propane.
Yeah.
One time.
And then, that 4-person tent's too big to carry for 2 of us.
Well, I mean, you have one person carry a backpack full of supplies, and then you have one person
That's
carry.
true. Yeah,
the
we'll have to
tent.
do the weight on that to just see if we can equal out
Mm-hmm.
weight. But that one we do have, or we get a smaller one that's lighter. They go crazy. I was looking into like those ultra lightweight tents.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, they go into like 500,000 real quick, 1,000 real fucking quick,
Jesus.
and up. It's
Well, and
insane.
they're tiny.
Yeah, they're like 3 pounds less.
Mhm.
A lot of them are less. Like it's insane.
I always see like the little body bag ones. It's not hardly even a tent. It's more of a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
But it's like
It's like
it does have a
pop-up
slight
thing.
rise to it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I really wanted to try the hammock that was like flat. Have you seen those things? It's like a flat hammock. So you can.
Interesting.
It's like covered you up with bug netting, and it's somehow flat. I don't remember exactly how it is or why it is, but it looked interesting.
yeah,
Because I feel like if I slept in a hammock, my back would fucking just
certainly.
hurt.
Yeah, if you're fucking bent all night.
Yeah, dude, I'd be hurting like a motherfucker. But I don't know, hammock camping. Definitely, you have to try it out.
Definitely.
You got to know what that's like.
Mhm.
You know.
I've never had trees close enough in my yard to try
I
out a
know,
hammock.
yeah.
Like,
To have a good hammock spot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like Landon, I think, has a hammock at his house.
I believe so.
Yeah. Hammocks are great. We need more hammocks. Do you remember Jake had a hammock in his room?
I do remember
That was
that.
pretty
I think Jackie has it in his
Does
room
he?
now.
That is
I
sick.
believe so.
I like that. I like that idea.
That is a
Little
good
fucking
idea.
hammock hanging in here.
Yeah, you should just put it from like the ceiling.
Just in the middle, just right
Yeah.
above us. That'd be funny. That's such
You
a
hit
funny
your head
thing.
on it every time you walk
Oh
through.
yeah, for sure. Cove would have a heyday with it, dude.
He'd probably be jumping off of it.
He'd hurt himself with it.
Probably.
That would be funny though, man. Mufasa.
Mufasa.
What do you think of that? The new live action thing, or not live action, but animated Mufasa.
The new
The Lion
animated
King.
one?
The Lion King.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the previews or anything?
Mm-mm. I've seen the live action.
I've seen a lot of hate on it,
Yeah.
but I think it's gonna be cool.
It looks cool.
It's
just
like-
from this little picture that's
Yeah.
floating across
It's
the
like
screen.
actual, like realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's sick. I don't know why people hate too much nowadays.
I think so.
It's so easy to hate.
It really is.
It's so hard to be positive.
100%.
We need more positivity out there.
The Mufasa movie looks excellent.
It looks pretty sick. So fuck all. Also, Minecraft movie.
That shit was awesome.
It was pretty goddamn good.
That was awesome.
I have a hard rating for movies. I'm very picky on movies.
Mhm.
I don't watch much, and I give that like a 7.5 out of 10.
I gave it an
And that's
8.
pretty fucking high
It's pretty good.
for what it was.
I mean, yeah, it's
I
a
was
Minecraft
expecting
movie.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Some of
That's
the,
what
I
went in
mean,
there.
honestly, the ads were not giving it a good first impression.
No, they
Like-
they fucked it up. Whoever they hired to do that they did
Yeah.
terrible. 'Cause
They
were
captured. I mean, those moments in the movie were hilarious, really.
Right.
Were. But that's
you didn't
not
capture the essence of the movie. at
No,
all.
not at
No.
all.
It was like they made that for like brain rot culture.
100%.
Those were made for brain rot.
100%.
Not look at this good movie
Yeah.
we made. Not it's not. It
Check
wasn't,
out the performance.
dude.
of
I've seen trailers
Jack
that
Black.
make me go, "Holy shit! I need to watch that right now.
Mhm.
Right now. That's so good. I need to watch that right
Exactly.
now." That movie, I said, that is gonna be ass.
It's gonna be terrible.
Watched it. I enjoyed it.
I thought about not going to
I
see it,
know.
but I mean, I just had to.
Minecraft has been a staple in my life.
100%.
The biggest majority of my life.
Yeah.
You know,
I started playing back in 2013.
2013.
Yep.
I don't remember when I did. How old were you at that time?
Fuck, I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Well, I would have been like 6.
6
or 7.
Yep. So same time. I had the Pocket Light Minecraft,
Yeah.
where it was just like one
it was,
mode.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
Barely could play the game.
It was free though. I remember it was free.
Mm-hmm.
I was there the heydays, and then they said $7.
Oh god.
$7
Back
now.
when it was $7. How much is it to buy it on your phone now?
I believe it's $7 now.
Is it still 7?
Yeah, or maybe 10 now. I don't know.
I was gonna say I feel like
It
it
might
went
be
way
10.
up in price.
The tariffs are hitting, bro.
The tariffs.
Dude, imagine Trump started tariffing like data.
Oh fuck.
We'd be fucked.
We really would.
They
be.
would. The
Now,
grids would shut down.
Do you think, based on that, do you think that tariffs will affect online purchases of games?
That's what I was curious about
Like,
too. I don't think it should.
It'll affect the purchase of the console.
I bet it'll. Yeah, the console.
You know, that makes sense.
Merch.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of merch, dude. That's what's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. YouTubers they're just not gonna have anything to sell anymore.
No, it's all gonna be so
That is
expensive.
I didn't even think about that till now. That's a wild thing to think about.
It affects a lot.
Yeah, the YouTubers, those people who are creating their merch out of country, they're
Mhm.
fucked.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Like,
100%.
What do you do in that situation? But then you got to think the countries that the countries that aren't tariffed hard or have already been exempt,
Mm-hmm.
they got to be taking on a lot of business. You know,
Probably.
I bet
If they aren't currently, they will be soon.
right. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
watching Cove.
What's he doing? He's
Well,
cleaning.
he was spinning around in circles before he laid down,
Okay.
but now he's cleaning himself.
He did a few. He really likes laying on my bed. Like
that's
when
understandable.
we had the room flipped or my bed flipped,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't lay on it, but we moved it there. Lays on it all the time.
Interesting.
He's also been finally using his cat tree.
the cat tree. Oh,
Yeah,
he actually sits in it.
yeah, he's been sleeping in it. Like I came out of my room yesterday morning and today,
Mhm.
and he was sleeping in it. Finally,
Interesting.
dude. Bought that thing for like $40. He never fucking cared about it, and just until now. So, big.
Well, I
win.
saw him scratching on it the other day.
He does scratch on it. Yeah. You know, I was under the misconception that when you get a cat that has claws, they scratch the shit out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he really hasn't.
No,
He doesn't scratch anything up.
You just got to give them something to scratch, and then they'll scratch on
Dude,
that rather than.
And he doesn't really scratch that very much. And now he's young, so that could change.
That is true.
It definitely could change. But yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
I feel like I hear a lot of horror stories. Again, back to that. It's easy to be negative.
Yeah.
So easy to be negative.
And hate your cat.
I also
for no
feel
reason.
like most people are becoming very self-centered.
I would say so.
You know, which is a dangerous thing. I think the more self-centered you become, the more hateful you become, because we're social creatures.
Yeah.
And like, we need love. And when you try to block out love or positivity, your brain is like, we're done. It's like
We're done.
It's like a vitamin.
Right.
You know? It's like you cut out like iron and you start to fucking fall down.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Yeah, you cut out interactions with other human beings and thinking about positive things, and you're fucked. You're basically fucked.
Definitely.
Isn't that crazy?
It really is.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
People need people.
People need people, yo. Why aren't we doing that? More of that. Why don't we all just like band together and then strike down the government?
Hell yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I wouldn't do it.
You're gonna get sniped in.
I
about 2
wouldn't do it,
seconds.
but I would watch.
I would watch. I would watch, and I would.
I would not want to partake.
I wouldn't protest, but I would not partake. I would. Say.
I would be very neutral in the whole thing.
That's what
I would
I'm
go.
saying.
Let's not kill people, but also hurt them.
Yeah, just break some legs.
That's fine, whatever, you know. But don't kill them. I think really the worst punishment you could give a really rich person is just take all their money.
That's very true.
I bet a lot of them would just kill themselves.
I bet a couple
Like
of them definitely would.
Would just go, fuck this.
It's
This
worthless.
is the worst thing that I could have ever imagined.
I would say so.
Have you seen the show? There's a new show out. It's called Common Side Effects.
Mm-mm.
It's on Adult Swim.
I have not.
Bro, you gotta watch it.
Common side effects.
Yeah, it's like an animated show, but it's about like a mushroom that this guy finds that cures everything. So like you would give it to like someone with Parkinson's and they're back to normal. Give it to someone with Alzheimer's, back. Give it to someone who just got in a car accident and got fucking bludgeoned, they're back. And basically it's like exposing, they're calling out big pharma.
Oh, because there's natural remedies to most
in the
things.
show. Well, no, I guess it's. I don't know if they're playing on like psychedelics. Is that what they're trying to say, or they just are trying to spin? Hey, look at kind of how this works. Let's show you how this kind of works. Let's give the public some more shit, or let's feed the fire.
Right,
because that's what's going on
exactly.
right now. Let's feed the fire and sell some shit, and also like show them what, because they did really logical where when the mushroom, it went to like higher ups, and then there was guys trying to kill him, and then there was like a trade war on the mushrooms, and they were like selling them, and it turned into a super big like
conspiracy,
terrible thing, because it was like they were charging people for this mushroom now instead of just giving it. But then they broke it down. The rich dude broke it down and was like, when you give this to everyone and everyone's fine and everyone's happy, no one has a reason to work.
I suppose that's
the
fair.
economy is going to collapse. Like in the way he explained it, was like, well, that is very well could be the result of it too.
Yeah.
So they gave you like, look at this thing that you think would be so good, but look at what it would do.
But would it be bad to have the economy collapse
I don't know.
if you never needed it again?
It was just one of those things. It was like it told you, it at the start they did a really good job of hyping you up, going, this is the best thing. We need this for the world. You're fucking on board with this mushroom. And then at the end you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because like the whole world starts to just go nuts
Over the mushroom.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then the really rich dude, I'm just gonna spoil it all, fuck it. The really rich dude, he got like terminally ill. He had like 2 months to live, and that's when they thought that they killed the guy who had the mushrooms and wiped them out, because the rich guys didn't want the mushrooms, because the rich guys want to keep making money off of us.
Right.
But then he got terminally ill, and none of the doctors could help. There was no medicine that would help him. And so then he started looking for the mushroom. And he explained, and before that, he explained how bad it would be for everyone and everything. And then it showed every different side of humans.
The hypocrisy.
It was it was a fantastic show to like break down.
Interesting.
Yeah, and an Inside Job was also another show that was like that they fucking canceled. Bitch.
Inside Job.
It was just about the Illuminati, basically.
Interesting.
Basically, it was just making fun of our government and saying this is kind of how they this could be.
This is exactly how they do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were like showing how they fake things, and in the show, they faked the president, and they had a fake president.
Really?
And that was like 2 years ago. So like, yeah, it's interesting. Those little animated shows can get away with a lot.
They really can.
You know,
because you'll just write it off as like
it's animated.
It's whatever.
Yeah, it's not real. It's like South Park.
Exactly.
They get away with the worst shit. Like,
literally,
and they have always. Like
Family
they've
Guy
made it.
too.
They've never been canceled. They just kept rolling.
Just kept on rolling.
It's insane. Fucking shout out to South Park. I never really watched them that much, but
I never watched the show like continuously.
Yeah,
but right. I like watch an episode every here and there.
I played the game, the South Park game.
I did not play the game.
The Stick of Truth. And then the second one is called like the Asshole. I don't know. It was fucked up. I don't know. It was kind of cool though.
Yeah,
I liked it. How's Schedule 1 been going for you?
Schedule 1 is very fun.
Is it?
Very fun indeed.
How much money you got?
I have made roughly $100,000.
Gosh,
I think.
you're pretty fucking far then.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been grinding away.
Damn.
On Schedule 1. But I mean, it's like
they need to drop that game for PS5. I'm trying to get in on that action.
Nah, dude, you just gotta get it on Steam.
I wonder if I could.
Probably. It's really like I don't think it's that demanding of a game.
Well, no, but the problem is Apple doesn't comply with most. Where the fuck is it? Yeah,
it's fair.
Like, look, I have Rust, Minecraft, and chess.
I bet you can get it.
Well, we're about to find out. Hopefully, it doesn't crash my audio recording setup. That'd be a bummer.
Slightly.
Be a damn bummer.
We'll just be mute for the rest of the podcast.
It's alright, whatever. Fuck, people don't watch this far anyway, bro. We gotta make this something like a really clickbait title, try to get views. I'll only do the clickbait titles when it's just like my friends.
You gotta be like feet reveal.
I'm not I'm not clickbaiting any more feet. Will and I are gonna have to come up with something because it's not gonna work. I'm done with the feet. I don't think I can. Oh!
Free sample.
No, it says it's just for Windows. There's no Apple.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, see, if it has an Apple symbol by it, then you can play it. But don't. Hopefully they make it. I mean, didn't it go through, like, legal battles?
I have no idea. I just know it's one guy making it.
Right. And there's a lot of shit to do in it, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make any kind of drug, and you can mix it with just about anything and sell it for just about whatever you want.
That's pretty sick.
I would say so.
Lie. That's pretty fucking sick.
But it's like a super ridiculously animated game, so it's
like
really funny.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Like I gave a dude meth.
Nice.
That blew him up.
Oh shit.
Literally blew him up.
Blew his ass up.
Yo.
God.
It was really fun.
That's some good meth.
I would say so.
That's like what?
I would hope so. I think it was like $300.
Like meth with moonshine.
I think it was gasoline and batteries or something.
Not far off then. Not far off.
Nah, pretty close.
With the guy that Aiden, the recovering meth addict that I interviewed, which he's 14 months sober now. Congratulations, man. It's fucking amazing. But he explained to me how you make that really shitty type of meth. The worst things you can imagine they put in that.
Well, you know,
it gets them fucked. Gets people fucked.
That's the main goal.
It's literally battery acid. It's like every single item that you put into that, you would
never touch
get
otherwise.
On your skin.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they're just fucking injecting it, smoking it. Isn't that nuts?
I mean, it's totally reasonable.
I mean, humans just want to get high. At the end of the day,
speaking,
most of human civilization, people just want to get fucked.
In some way or another. Yeah.
Alcohol's been around, I think, the longest. For drugs.
Yeah.
Caffeine, alcohol.
Tobacco.
That's another OG.
Mm-hmm.
And then weed came along way after. Psychedelics psychedelic history is debated, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think like it went back way further. And then the theory of the stoned ape theory.
Oh yeah,
that's
that evolution was caused by psychedelics,
which is a sick. I mean,
it's a cool theory.
It's a good plot.
That would be awesome plot development.
Shit for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'd rather brag about that, than be like, yeah, it was the Bible.
Big boom,
and then a few molecules bashed together or something. Started people or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe God bashed a few
molecules.
Bashed life together. And then we were like, these mushrooms look tasty.
Huh. I think I'm going to eat this now.
I think I'm going to eat this and evolve like 30,000 years. And in like 1,000
I think I'm going to create smartphones.
Yeah. Yeah. The Industrial Revolution. Here we go. Imagine.
That would be awesome.
Isn't it? It's a little fun to sometimes think about like if you brought like someone from the Stone Age.
Dude, I think they would actually die.
They would just immediately.
I think you'd bring them here, and the shock would be so immense they would literally just die.
That their diseases would take them over in seconds.
Probably the air is so disgusting.
Yeah. They probably start breathing.
They would suffocate.
They wouldn't. Yeah, that's true. So maybe from like the 1600s.
Yeah,
it'd be like that's pretty far back.
Oh fuck!
You get a well-mannered dude who can speak good English, and you bring him, and you're like, "All right, bro, tell us,
be free,
yeah, do your thing, man. Go find out, shit."
Fuck.
Give him like a guide.
He'd probably get run over, like walk out into a street expecting horses or something.
True. Those poor guys, they'd be fucked. You think time travel's real? Yeah.
I think time travel is not what we think it is, because like we're all matter, right? Matter has no concept of time. So like we have a concept of time,
right?
But like this couch has no idea what time it is. So like however old this couch is, it's obviously old, the wooden aspect, but like it doesn't realize how old it is.
Right.
So it's technically...
Yeah, how would matter... Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. No. I get what you're saying. Shit.
So maybe, like, after we die, we're just matter through time.
Oh, fuck, man. We need to figure out more of these unknowns.
I'm saying.
God.
There's just too much mystery to life.
But what would be the point of life if you knew everything?
That's a very good point.
What's there to live for?
There would be no adventure.
Nothing. No excitement.
Mm-mm.
And then it's like, but at that point, would that matter for your brain? Or would you develop another type? I don't know. The brain's so interesting, dude.
It really is.
Brains adapt. What's interesting, I think, will be like in 1,000, or I don't know, however many years we make it, dude. I don't know. However many years of civilization makes it.
We can't have more than like 5 years.
We've had a good run. Like a really good run. Too good.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's got to end at some point.
We're too big right now. We need an asteroid or something.
Mm-hmm. There's just too fucking many.
We need a reset, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, if you look at like the population over the last 200 years.
That's what Bill Gates is trying to do. That's all Bill Gates. He's just trying to do a reset.
Yeah.
Just kill everyone, do reset.
He's really a good guy when you really break it down.
He was just doing us a disservice.
He's just trying to.
A service.
Yeah, he's trying to give us all a big favor.
He's just helping us out.
Yeah.
He's like, here, let me catapult you guys.
I'm just gonna kill almost all of you.
Yeah, you guys fucking blow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what he's saying. He's like, these guys suck.
That could be.
But he is part of the suck, though.
He really is.
He creates the suck.
I was gonna say you can't be rich and then say other people suck.
True, you can't. No, because the reason you're rich is because of other people.
Yeah,
that's such a shitty thing to do. To be like, I'm rich and I hate everyone.
Yeah, all the poor people, you suck.
The only reason you're rich is because of other people.
100%.
That's where people just lose sight of other connections with people, you know? Like, especially judgment, I think. When I was super insecure, I would judge the shit out of people, so I never gave them a chance. Like, I never got interested enough about them to care. Because I was just like, yeah, fuck them.
All right.
And now I'm like, dude, I meet so many cool, interesting people. Like, it's awesome.
Right. You just got to give them a chance.
Yeah, and I could have met all those cool, interesting people and got to know better, or know people better, you know? But just, I hated everyone because I hated myself. Yeah.
That's real.
So I feel like that's a lot of the... most people are just having mental health crisis. And that's
I think
why
that's a
there's so
huge
much
problem right
hatred.
now.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's like, do they teach you how to deal with a 6 foot tall dude that's pissed off at you in school? No. No, they fucking don't. They don't give you any skills to de-escalate a situation. They don't give you any emotional skills to where you can deal with people, help people. Like, they don't give you nothing.
No.
You're not taught any... I feel like
2
that...
+ 2 is 4.
That...
That's what they teach you. Yeah.
Zeros, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Like,
that's the de-escalation.
You don't get any of these skills that you desperately need to successfully traverse the world.
100%.
Like, what is that?
What's the point of school?
Dude, logic destroys school in every sense. It's insane. Like, why have we let this happen? What the fuck?
Why have we not changed it in
For
all
real,
the time?
it's insane. Like, if America just emplaced some sort of teaching kids how to love themselves and deal with their emotions and understand how to get over hard times and understand how to what's the word I'm looking for? Connect with someone, you know, and not block yourself off from people.
Yeah. I think we'd be a much better world.
So much. And really, is that... I mean, we did consumers for a semester. That needs to be like a 4-year class, I feel like.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be expanded on.
But then it's like... Also, when you're a kid, are you going to really intake that?
No, I wouldn't think so.
I mean...
I think that's just honestly, that's just something you have to learn as you go through life. You know?
You have a lot of learning to do by falling over. By tripping. And fucking eating shit.
100%.
Like, that is the best... I think it's the
Failure is the best teacher.
Worst way to learn. But it is... You learn the most.
Right.
You know? It's like the worst possible thing that can happen. It destroys you. But that's where you learn the most. And that's... Honestly, that's where humans... Like, after World Wars... Dude, we bounce back.
Yeah.
Humans are like, let's fucking go.
Let's
turn
go.
up. Let's get some shit, man. Let's make an iPhone.
Yeah. Industrial Revolution.
Yeah. Like, when humans are put through stressful situations, they
rally together.
Yeah, humans like start to innovate more. You get hard. What's the saying? Hard times makes.
That one. Fuck, I think. Hard times make strong men. Strong men make easy times.
Yes.
Easy times make weak men. Weak men make hard times.
Yeah.
And then it's
over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. We're in a weak time right now.
We are in a
very
weak
time. But it's interesting because the last hard people we had, they didn't even acknowledge their emotions.
No.
Like,
not
they
even
said,
one bit.
Fuck that.
I'm
gonna deal.
That's some pansy shit,
dude,
right there.
If you look at people from the 50s and when you look at a 30-year-old from the 50s and you look at a 30-year-old from today, and it's like
that guy, the 30-year-old from the 50s looks 98.
Yes, dude. It
know?
looks like they have lived an entire life at that point.
Because I mean, what? Like 50 was lucky.
Yeah.
You know, in the early 30s.
If you were there without hurting too.
Yeah,
like
right.
If you were there without being, fucked up.
Like you're missing most of your fingers.
Dude, something bad happened to you. You didn't make it through that time without a tragedy or 6. Like,
you're the last of 19 siblings, you know.
Yeah, dude. That's rough, dude. That's so rough. But those people did not care about. They did not even acknowledge emotions.
No.
They said, fuck what I feel. And then they looked like they were 50 at 30. So I mean, it bit him,
Right.
you know.
Give and take.
Because I feel like that's true. I mean, the amount of, like, when you really stress, your body just deteriorates. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Stress is such a hard thing on people.
It really
you
is.
don't realize it when it's happening. But yeah, it's also, why the fuck when you go to the doctor they're not like, probably exercise.
No, you couldn't possibly be getting
how often
too little
are
exercise.
you eating grass-fed beef?
Or how much processed garbage are you eating every day?
How much do you eat out? Ooh, yeah. What do you buy for groceries? Fucking 6 cheese. What the fuck, man?
I buy pizza rolls.
I eat pizza rolls, pizza, chicken fingers,
mac and cheese,
ramen noodles.
I eat spaghetti when my mom makes it.
Spaghetti sometimes, but I don't really like it.
Yeah, I just only eat it because mom makes
sauce.
it. I just drink the spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, the noodles are weird. Those I'm picky, so I'm making fun of myself in this situation. But I used to be that. I eat a little bit more.
Mm.
But to be fair, my dad cooked a lot. Like, mom and dad cooked a lot. Like, I haven't eaten out at most fast food restaurants because we just didn't. I haven't eaten most restaurants, didn't go.
So. I feel like my parents used to cook a lot more.
Yeah.
And then as all of our lives are getting busier, it's just a lot easier to go and order something.
I think also what I've thought about recently is the more you complicate your life, and I should carefully say this because a lot of people have a lot of complex lives and they're really happy. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking like the more you split yourself into different pieces, meaning like you act this way around these people, and
that makes sense.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're different.
Trying to make different people out of yourself,
right.
like different personalities.
Complicating and getting into drama and worrying about internet beef and worrying about politics and like you have all these different things and you lose that sense of whole.
Yeah.
And so then your brain's like, yo.
What version of
and your brain
you are you?
And what depression is just it's a warning sign from your brain going, yo, you're doing something wrong right now. Mm-hmm. Your life, you're doing something wrong.
Need to figure it out.
Yeah. Like, and people, now it's so easy to slip into that culture because everything is that. I mean, I can't pay attention to the news because it's all happening at this second.
Yeah.
Like 60 different stories are all popping out right now, and they're all different, and they're all have different information, and like, it's like, what the fuck? It's so hard for humans to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I guess,
well, and it's all horrible information. Like,
right.
None of it's ever exciting.
No. It's all the worst shit you could hear. Like the worst stories.
38 children dead in bus accident.
Yeah,
like,
and fucking.
I don't want to know that shit.
The worst things possible. And that's like that's just what we see. Like, imagine if we saw the news in a third world country, you know?
Oh fuck.
Like, whoa. Whoa.
I saw a fucking thing on Instagram of a dude in India, and he was like, well, yeah, over here you'll see the beautiful river, and he fucking like goes over a railing with his phone, and it's just trash.
Oh yeah,
it's just garbage.
Yeah,
he's like, somewhere under there's water.
That's the worst.
I can't imagine.
Oh my
like
God.
the smell,
dude. Some of those, really overly populated poor places are living like it's the 1600s. Mm-hmm. Like, they are literally living in trash with phones.
Yes.
Have you seen?
Yeah, it's not even that they're poor. It's just horribly overpopulated.
Horribly. Like, India has like 2 billion, or I don't know, something.
I think it's 1 billion people in India.
Yeah, 1 billion people, and then China's got like a close.
One point. Actually, it might be getting close to 2 billion now.
And then you look at America and how big America is, and we have like
300 million.
Yeah, we're coming close to over 350.
Might be close to 4.
Almost 4 probably. But yeah.
That's
in
actually
this
wild.
Massive country.
Mm-hmm. Massive. And it feels packed in some places. Like,
it's so crazy. And imagine going to China and literally you can't get away from people.
Yeah, like
or
every square foot of ground has a building on it.
But that's where you see their religion is definitely more important in their culture. Mm-hmm. Because they have to be connected to people. You can't be. I feel like the more people you have, the more terrible things are going to happen. but
That's
also
certainly
the
true.
more, like it multiplies it all.
Yeah.
Like everything that we're dealing with here, it's multiplied in India times, give or take something.
Well, I mean, if you have more people, you're just going to have that.
But I feel like when I talked to Prasanta, which he grew up in India, or he was from India. I don't remember exactly how long he was there, but he's like, yeah, bro, it's just a normal thing for people to go to, like, into their big church or their big temples and go pray, and like you pray 5 times a day and stuff like that. And it's interesting to see that in those really, really, really highly populated areas, whereas here we're not as populated, and somehow we've lost that
connection.
Right, and people are more,
Yeah. That is really interesting.
I'm not saying that's, like, there's so many other factors that play into that, but that is kind of a pattern you could notice, a difference, which is weird. But yeah, those
interesting.
Those places are wild. I mean, God. And then they have no medicine. They have, like... Oh, that's what I was gonna say. There was a YouTuber who he went into the tribes of down the Amazon, and they went in to this ex-cannibal tribe. They used to be cannibals, and now they're not.
They're no longer.
They're no longer cannibals. But like the people they're interviewing in these tribes, their dads were cannibals. Like it was a generation ago. They just made peace with all the tribes in their area, but they're on phones, and it was wild. This one old Indian dude, Amazonian tribes dude, is just, there's a video of like a girl like in tribal clothes, and they're like doing a dance in tribal outfit and stuff, and he's got his phone, and he is watching this 30-second video over and 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 over
It's
again.
like just mesmerizing.
He's just dead just watching this thing replay. Yeah.
I think that's what it would be like if you brought a 1600s child.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. The dopamine overdose. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess we do have people on this earth that have not experienced where everyone else has experienced. So that would be like taking someone. Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
That
would
would
be,
it was
just like
crazy to see.
It was so wild to see just that dude just be into that. Like he couldn't get away from it.
Totally infatuated.
Yeah. Like that's how that's how wild it is that you can see our brains have already worked around it. Where
we're just used to it.
Right. Whereas he has that, and he can't do anything about it. He's just fucked.
Yeah.
He's just fucked.
Well, he skipped the slow progression that the rest of the Western world went through.
And just dead.
Straight into smartphones.
Straight into the most dopamine you could get. Like that's a drug.
It really
can you imagine how that would feel the first time?
The first time you ever pick up a smartphone.
And you watch a video.
God, dude.
It's like... Oh, I bet that's like an orgasm type thing. Like that's how much dopamine you're getting from that.
It's probably like doing heroin or something.
Like, meth,
the
heroin,
equivalent. They immediately get totally addicted to it. You try to take your phone back, they'll just run off.
And when they're recording on like these boats, these guys when they're just sitting there waiting for people to get on or whatever, waiting for the next thing to happen, they're just sitting scrolling deep in the Amazon rainforest. God. Yeah, just scrolling. Like that is insane.
That's so weird.
It's insane, dude.
Scrolling has reached the masses.
Everyone.
It's a sickness. Scrolling is a sickness,
dude. If I heard Rogan say something, almighty podcast god Rogan. He said, if you could turn the way that you feel when you watch your phone into a drug, it would be like
it would be the drug.
It would be caffeine. It'd be nicotine basically.
Yeah.
Or something similar to it. Just
I could see the caffeine.
Pop fucking Zens, dude. Of that. Oh, that'd be a sell-it.
Dude.
That would be crazy, Like he said, I was like,
because it would be like one of those drugs that people would start using every second, every day, dude, constantly.
That's such a wild. It's already happening.
It's already happening.
When I was in Florida and I was unhappy and I was starting to discombobulate, I was on my phone for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day.
Fuck.
Easy. And
putting in the shift on the phone.
Oh yeah, the whole day on that thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
But I mean, it's understandable when you get locked into it.
Yeah, you fall down that hole when there's no light, when you can't find any light, you can't find the way out. It's tough. It's really dangerous. And
Just
it's
get stuck scrolling.
why can't you teach kids at school how to fucking deal with that?
Yeah.
Why don't you teach them
Go outside.
how to, not gamble all their money away, how to deal with addiction,
Right.
How to understand their ego and self. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
No, but in health class they cover abstinence
And penis and vagina.
penis. Yeah,
Penis and vagina too. Do you remember that? They covered penis and vagina.
I do remember, and that's about it. That's about the extent of
Drugs. They covered drugs.
I feel like we mentioned that drugs existed, but I don't think we really covered it. It was more like
No.
drugs are a thing.
Don't do them, bro.
Don't do drugs,
They're bad.
and that's it.
That was it.
And then they move on.
Yeah, why don't they teach? Also, yeah, why wouldn't you teach kids about how terrible they are?
Right. Yeah, like go
Which
a little
ones
more
to-
in depth about
which
why
ones to
you shouldn't be doing
stay
drugs.
away from.
Yeah, other than they're all bad
Yeah, dude.
just
that's
because they're
sad.
bad.
And then you have a rebellious kid that goes, "Fuck you."
They're probably not that bad.
I'm about to do them. And they do
Yeah.
the worst shit, and then they're fucked for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Like, God. We should, dude. We should fucking run for government office.
Oh God.
They
You're a
should
goddamn
They
genius.
should put us in president. They should put us in the president office and tell us you can do whatever you want. Trump.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Look at Trump trying to do shit. Everything's just getting shut down for him.
We just need to waltz into the Oval Office.
Yeah, dude.
And take that
Trump,
shit over.
Hey, I'll give you 20 packs of Coke. You let me have this room for 20 minutes. I swear.
I will give you an ice cream cone.
Dude,
I just want to sit in your chair.
I want to sit in your chair and make a few calls.
Just a phone call. One phone call.
Maybe one to my mom. Just like tell her how cool it is.
Yeah.
A few to my friends, but
And then immediately start calling like
China.
Yeah. Call the leader of China just to talk.
Yeah, dude.
Like not even gonna say anything important. Like just yo.
What's up, Kim? Hey, Kim. We talked to Kim Jong Un.
Oh, dude. I bet he's on speed dial.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Trump's talking to that guy. Talk to Putin. Be like, what is?
Do you think he'd
up?
answer
Putin? If Trump called Putin, ooh, damn, I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be a good question.
If you kept calling, he might answer.
Trump called twice, Putin has to answer. Putin's gonna be the cool guy and not answer the first ring.
Yeah, right.
Second ring, he's like, oh shit, there might be a problem.
That
That's who
might be a
Putin is.
problem.
And then Trump and him do some word spittage,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Spittage. It's a good word.
did you know we didn't tariff Russia?
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
he's a Russian.
It's all
plant.
conspiracy.
He's a Russian plant.
It's all
The
conspiracy.
Russian government taking over the government. God.
God, wouldn't it be funny if that's actually what happens?
Dude, I think if we found out, like if we got the hard evidence, the public got the hard evidence of what was going on behind the scenes and what has been going on for the last 50 years, I would probably be so pissed, but I feel like the only reasonable reaction is just to kind of laugh.
I mean, you'd have to.
Just kind of be like,
What else are you
"Oh,
going to do about it?
We are fucking retarded. How do we let them get away with this shit?
Fuck, how did we get here?
How did this happen? How did we end up here? And then it's like, here, this is how. And you're like,
Man,
what?
that's fucking ridiculous.
I bet that's what it is. It's like, fucking who?
Yeah. It
Why?
was all aliens.
Dude, yeah, dude. Like,
That would be
imagine.
badass.
Imagine. I hope that's what happens when you die. You get, like, all the information.
Yeah,
You
they just
see
lay it
all-
out like
yeah.
a book.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
read it.
All right.
We got sick of explaining.
Here you go. You wanted the truth.
It's a PowerPoint
Find it.
presentation.
It's like a 4 million slide PowerPoint.
Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
this is how your eternity is going to be spent. Right
You just
fucking
have
here.
you just have to sit here and learn about it.
We have graham crackers and water.
Yeah.
You're in for a long ride.
That's it. That's fucking it. You graham crackers, water, and 4 million slides. And God is explaining the whole thing to you.
Yeah. But it's not God. It's like,
It's
like George, his assistant, you know?
yeah, it's like a shitty angel.
Yeah.
No one likes.
Like,
Fuck
everybody
George.
was getting annoyed at George, so they
Yeah,
made him
he had to do the
fucking-
the presentation. Yeah, I
Fuck.
like my favorite. Family Guy does a good God.
Yes, dude.
God, I like.
Where they're sitting in the elevator and Peter has the conversation.
He's like smoking a cigarette.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the God
He's just a
subscribe
normal
to.
person.
Why don't we make up religions like that? We just subscribe to a God that smokes cigarettes. Like that's him.
Smoke cigarettes and day
What do you
drinks.
do when you're in the? You don't fucking do anything. You just believe that God smokes cigarettes.
Yeah.
We should start that. Hashtag God be
I
smoking.
mean,
them.
why would God let humans create cigarettes
Right.
and not smoke cigarettes?
You know, that's my thing on sin. Is like, if and I don't know the Bible very well, so I could be wrong in what the Bible says. But if God put us down here, and He said, "All right, just figure this shit out, bro, little bro, good job, little bro,
you got it, little
come
bro."
on, little bro." That's what He did. He threw us down here. He's like, figure it out, right? And so, how are you able to figure something out without trying it? You know, like the human needs to find out things. So how can failing or doing something wrong be a sin if it's just something that we had to
It's necessary
do
for progression.
yeah, right. Then how do the Bible? That's where you lose all the Bible immediately loses all credibility for that one piece of logic. And whatever, it's not, the Bible's not for me. For some people, it's great. It helps people.
It's literally the Word of God.
It's the Word of God. It's just a self-help book from God.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, but it helps a lot of people. But for me, I subscribe to a God that smokes cigarettes.
My God smokes Marlboro Reds.
Ladies too. The ladies.
And ladies.
No, the lady cigarettes.
The lady cigarettes.
Yeah, the longer ones.
Yeah.
Just cause. God is like, why would they just make these for ladies?
Gotta let loose on the weekends, you know.
You gotta smoke.
Gotta have the lady cigarette.
Lady cigarette to keep you going, man. That's what or like God's just a chill ass dude who just like surfs all day or something.
Surfs on clouds.
Surfs on clouds. That'd be sick.
Or like,
that's how he keeps in check with everyone.
Yeah.
He just fucking surfs around. That's what clouds are.
That's what wind is.
That's what it is. He's surfing around up there.
Yeah.
That fucker.
Fuck.
The wind is sort of tornadoes. He wipes out.
Yeah. Fuck. That's exactly what it is.
Natural disasters is just
he has to take out all the witnesses.
Yeah, dude. Wiping out, and they're like, you can't fucking out.
Yeah.
You can't. Sorry. Meteor? What's a meteor?
It's taking out all of the witnesses.
Then he gets a fat ass wave though. He gets a fat
there you
wave
go.
with a meteor.
Yeah.
He's probably like, damn, they should drop more nukes.
I was gonna say, do you think nukes give him like fat waves?
Fuck
He gets
yeah.
excited.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, they did it again. Fuck. They keep doing it.
Grab the board.
Yeah. Wonder if he's ripped any of the. He had to try out on his own land.
He has to.
Try out in trees.
Like the idea that if there is a God,
He did
like that.
Yeah.
The fact that he wouldn't have come to Earth.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he
come
check
to
some
Earth?
shit out that we made?
Exactly.
Be like, but then is it like, is the God all seen, so he just knows everything all the time?
Could be.
You know, there was a lyric in a song and it was, oh fuck, everyone wants to be like God, but God just wants to be like us. Mac Miller. Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It's an interesting thing to think about.
It really is.
God would just want to be like us because he could never, unless God could understand what we understand, the way we feel things. But
I would.
depends how you.
Yeah.
Whether God smokes cigarettes or smokes weed, it depends.
Yeah.
Crack.
Yeah. 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 My
Crack
God
God.
personally smokes methamphetamine, so he's just out of touch with everything.
I wonder what God thinks of like all the different gods that we've made up.
Like,
He
yeah,
just
if
knows.
there is a one
like, there's-
true God,
Yeah.
rather than gods,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
Like, yeah, do you think he looks at, Christianity if he's not the Christian
got
God,
it
and he's
so
like,
wrong.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These fuckers are ripping me off right
Yeah, exactly. Like,
now. He's like,
how the fuck did we get there?
not a single one of them's got me right. They haven't got the story right at all. These guys are retards, dude.
What if he's real but nobody knows?
Yeah.
Like,
He's like,
what if it is
dude.
just fucking George
That's
sitting
probably
up there?
it, dude.
Like,
He comes down. Shit, that makes my interpretation of God so much more interesting. He just fucks around, dude.
it's just a dude.
Yeah, it's just a dude.
Like,
Yeah, I shouldn't look at God as like this being. I should just look at it as just a dude. Like me. He's just a dude with all power.
literally Sassy the Sasquatch.
Yeah, for real.
What are
Just
you
a dude
talking
with
about?
all the power in the universe. Like For real. Have you ever
That
seen
would be awesome.
Bruce Almighty?
Yes,
Dude,
I was
that's just a
thinking
dude
that like
who got God.
it's just he's just a dude.
He's just a dude. That's a great movie.
That is a good
Bring
movie.
that movie back. More people need to watch that. That was a good one.
Just
Jim
make
Carrey,
an interpretation of that, but make it like a Bible. Like
yeah, but then weave in a bunch of bullshit.
yeah,
and then it's like
just to make it
and then it's
escalated.
3 full books or whatever it is, and
Yep.
then you split them up and you send them all out around the world, and you do a bunch of copies, and then just leave them.
You have to send like missionaries out.
Yeah,
with the
missionaries
books.
too. Yeah,
It's like another Book of Mormon.
yeah.
But
Why don't rich people do that? Like if we
much effort.
If we get billions of dollars to where we or fuck you money.
mm-hmm.
Anyway, fuck you money. Why couldn't we just try to?
I
Start
think
a
we
religion? It wouldn't be illegal, right? If we never really like had a base and it was just a bunch of books.
I was gonna
sent
say if
out.
it's just an ideology, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
But then if you try to get like everybody to
Try to get
converge
funding and shit. Yeah. That's where you go cult. But if you just send out the book and just leave it at that and let people do, just let people do.
somebody will find the book like 300 years
Right.
from now.
Yeah.
Be like, this is their true religion.
This is what must have happened. A man in the city, the shitty life, becomes God.
God is actually just a dude named Gerald. He lives on 2nd Street.
For real. And if I was God, I'd be like, yeah, let me just go live down there for a little bit with him.
Yeah.
Kind of experience it.
I'm going to go hang out with God real quick.
Yeah,
I'll be
dude.
back.
Chill. I got a new homie. He's chill as hell, dude. It's just God.
Yeah. Yo, dude, you're going to love the new plug. It's
Everyone
literally
loves God, dude. Yeah, for real. Like, if you're God, why don't you live through, like, every generation, like...
Yeah, try to experience it all.
Try to be there. Boots on ground.
Yes. That's
Boots
how
on
I
the
would
ground.
be. If I was
Yeah,
God,
dude.
I would be I'd be living it.
Fuck
Just
dude.
living it.
I'm just living it. That's what I do. God, man. Someone should put us in power.
I really think so.
Like
I think we
God.
should just take over.
We should
Get
dude.
in. Oh, with the books, we'll raise an army, and then we'll take over.
With the books about what's the movie called? I forgot it now.
Bruce the Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. Okay, got it. And it's just about Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, but we'd have to change the name.
Well, for sure, we got to change some of the details so it's not too. But we
Right.
use the same plot
yeah,
for sure. We just build our own. I mean, why
Like-
not?
Chris the Almighty.
We just changed the name by a
Yeah.
little bit, just like a few letters.
Just a couple.
Yeah, I mean, why not? If you got that power, why not have some fun with it?
That's
Do
what I'm saying.
some fuck shit with it.
I mean, this is your world. You're
It's your
living in.
world, dude. You got free will. People need to realize that more often, dude.
Free will is one hell of a thing, dude.
It is wild. Sometimes I get a kick of it. I'm like,
I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
but it's not all the time. It's like sometimes I break out of that sheep mentality. And I'm like, yeah, I'm him. I can do whatever I want. And then you get just fucking smacked in the face. By it.
And then like 2 minutes later, you're like, yeah, I can't do shit.
Yeah, I actually have
I'm actually stuck in my house right now.
my actions mean nothing to anyone ever. No one cares.
We're just a tiny speck.
You're a tiny speck of sand. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, and
Jake and I? Oh, Jacob said that. Well, that's what we said. We said that Jacob told Billy that he's a tiny speck of sand in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It could have been Billy. He might never admit to it. Or it could have been him just fucking with us too. But we told him that, and I think we got him to believe that story. And so I don't know if he still thinks that Jacob said that he's just a grain of sand in the ocean, but he was pretty pissed about it.
I don't know if that happened or not. I don't remember.
Jake and I just went with it. Jacob never said it. It was
He never said it?
No, it was when like Jacob and Billy were. I don't know. Jacob was saying shit or
They
something.
were beefing or something.
I don't know. Or like Jacob would say, "Well, Billy don't know how to fucking cut grass," and so we were like, "Yeah, we were talking to Jacob. And he fucking. You know what he said?
You know what he
He
said?
fucking said, "You're a grain of sand in the fucking ocean." in the fucking ocean, and we like hyped it up.
That'd get him.
Jake and I both going off each other, and just got him to that point. I'm pretty sure he believed it. If he didn't, fuck, I don't care. I had a lot of fun doing that.
That's funny.
I will say for the rest of my life he believed it. I don't care. It was so funny. He was like going on about it. He's so pissed about it. It was great.
You gaslighted the gaslighter.
Yeah, dude, we won.
That's funny.
We finally won.
I didn't know it was possible.
I know, it was insane. But I feel like it was like Billy thought maybe Jake wouldn't lie to him or something, or
that's,
you know,
like
I would say some stupid shit like that. But if Jake said it too, maybe
Jake,
it's true.
Jake's the Messiah.
Yeah,
he knows what he's talking about.
Like, oh man, that was goof. Golf course, dude. We got to talk about some golf course story. How much can we talk about?
I mean, I don't think anything's necessarily illegal.
Nothing was illegal except for what someone admitted.
That's true.
We got dirt.
We do have dirt.
Dirt on Jacob.
You know, methamphetamine, from what I hear, is really similar to getting really drunk on champagne, from what I hear, based off of anonymous sources from where I used to work.
Yeah, from the people there.
Yeah.
We had a fun time. You know, one of the guys in my classes is not legal. And but he grew up here. He came here when he was 2, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't have a choice. So I was talking to him about it the other day, and just to hear his take on like the whole Trump thing and what he's doing, and you know, he said like, yeah, I think it's a good idea to close the borders. But don't send my ass out, dude.
Don't send me home.
Yes. Well, he's like, dude, I don't even know what
exactly
home is.
like,
I came here when I was 2, you know. And
that's not home.
Right. It was cool to see. It was scary for sure to see that, but cool to hear him be able to, you know, articulate that without being like, fuck Trump, you piece of shit.
Right. Yeah.
You know. And but that got me thinking about, were they legal? Who was legal there? Yeah,
I really don't know. Probably, I know
the dude with the Camry. I think he was legal.
Yeah, Siriaco is, because he leaves every year.
Is he? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, true. He does.
And he comes back.
Did you get your new mechanic yet?
Funny story.
No.
So he came from Iron Horse. Could not necessarily keep up with the amount of work because it's quite a different workload from one course to 2.
Oh yeah.
So
Gregorio is taking a lot.
So Gregorio is still just on the crew. He is still not the mechanic.
Oh.
They hired a dude from Battery Specialist who was a golf cart mechanic and was being mistreated at Battery Specialist, from what I understand.
That's unfortunate.
So now he's joining
the mechanic team.
The crew, and
so 2 mechanics then, maybe.
No, just the one in the shop, but then like Gregorio can help
Right.
in the early stages, like teach, because I mean Gregorio knows a shit ton about reels, like in sharpening them,
right.
whereas the Battery Specialist guy wouldn't know anything about that. He just hadn't had to work on it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean it gets really complicated with those reels and how they work. It's pretty cool. I learned a lot going there. It was like, God, it's so like it seems so simple. Like, yeah, they just cut the fucking grass.
Yeah, they just mow it.
It's not at all.
No.
It's so complex. It's really cool actually.
130 thousandths of an inch is what greens are cut at.
What the fuck? That's so crazy. That's machine, like that's the tolerances I'm getting into.
Yeah.
Machining. Like that's insane.
It's
you know?
ridiculous.
That is unbelievable that we're talking about the same thing as machining a perfectly flat surface as cutting grass.
Cutting grass.
You're using the same terminology. That is wild. You know? Like, God.
Yeah, measuring grass in thousandths is actually crazy.
Yeah. You don't really realize it. I'm happy that I got to learn a good amount about it because it makes going to a golf course so much more interesting.
Yes, dude.
Because now I'm like, they did a shitty job there.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and when it's not done properly, you notice.
You see it, but also you see it when it's done really properly.
Yes.
You're like, yes, that's so good. I would have never done that work.
Dude, I was at a Urbana Country
But I will say,
Club.
I will brag about my greens. My greens were good.
Your greens did have some nice straight lines.
I got some good green mowing.
The
Sometimes I didn't though. Fuck.
the guy at Urbana Country Clubs, they push mow their greens.
Oh.
So they have really narrow but straight
But
lines.
straight, very straight.
So the like greens lines, boom, perfect. They stripe their rough. But they mow the rough with a sidewinder.
Ooh.
So
if you
it comes off the greens, but they cross hash, so the greens are this way, and then the rough is
so it's like perfect.
It's perfect.
It's money.
Yes.
Dude.
So it's like looking at that, and then going to the other golf course, you're like,
it's a different category.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
public versus private golf course.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if they just did the cart paths on that course, it would be a world of difference. World. I mean,
they just need to concrete them. They just poured asphalt over the dirt.
Yeah.
Is what they did last time.
Oh my god, dude! They didn't even, what the hell?
No, they didn't even like hardly dig it out. That's why it looks like it's just running.
That's
away.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If they did asphalt the right way, it would have been cracked as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But
it would have been flat.
Yeah, you would have not like almost fallen off your golf cart.
I was gonna say you can't go over 2 miles an hour.
No, your golf cart starts to fall apart, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. If those golf courts were more brittle, they would probably already have fixed them. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Because like if those golf carts were breaking, going over those paths all the time, they'd be like, "Yep, we got to redo them."
Yeah.
Because
but they get money. Nice strong golf carts.
Yeah.
That
I feel like all golf carts are just fucking almost bulletproof.
They're stout.
They are some of the most fun little vehicles.
They really are.
Isn't it weird that the slower you get, sometimes the more fun you get?
It's so fun to drive.
It's so
slow
fun.
vehicles quickly.
Yeah.
And then I feel like if you drive a fast vehicle quickly, it gets boring really fast.
Yeah.
Like, and it's fun to do.
Right. And then you can't go different places, and you have to slow down for the cops. You can't go fast in town.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But there's something so exhilarating about taking a car that's not supposed to go above 75 to like 90.
Yeah.
Everything is vibrating, and it feels like it's gonna fucking explode. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's exhilarating. But I don't know. I would rather stick with slow fun. For sure.
I would say so.
For me, anyway. I want to get
it's a little less dangerous.
Right. And cheap. I want to get an electric dirt bike so bad. When I start making buku money, buku bucks, that'd probably be my first big purchase. Like a $4,000 electric dirt bike.
Fuck.
Yeah. I know everyone's gonna be like, "You're spending as much as a car on a dirt bike." I'm gonna say, "Fuck you! I made my money, bitch."
Yeah, it's all your money. You can't take it with you.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap her up.
Hell yeah.
Wrap it before you tap it.